I am doing a video editing comparison for my 2010 Mac Pro, which is running an RTX 580 8 gig GPU, and Monterey. I want to do videos like this. Sometimes I construct PowerPoints and I throw them into video and I do narration on top. Sometimes I want to load something up on Instagram or Facebook as an advertisement for something that I'm working on. So I'm going to start with PowerDirector. I loaded up this test file that I've put together. It's a minute long. The expense is $20 monthly or $70 yearly. You get video templates, transition design packs, video effects, stock videos, 2 million plus stock photos. You can evaluate it for 7 days, which is what I'm doing right now. It's available on Android. This company's from Taiwan. They have lots of background music and genre-specific stuff, so let's look into that. There's lots of different videos that you can drop in. So when I click on one, you can see that it's 10 minutes long. I can play it. And this is what happens with all the templates, is there's a little bit of a download lag, and then you get to see some design element that they've put together. There are lots of different categories: beauty, design, food, gaming, holiday. So if we click on holiday, if you're building something for Thanksgiving, again, you have the download, and then you have the video that pops in with the music, etc. There are text elements. You could throw in a Black Friday shop now thing. You've got lots of different transitions. You can see some of those, like, let's see if I swipe between this one right here. Like the stars was a transition, and I think I did another one right here. Hearts. There's a lot of these little dance things in here. Cloud swirls, marching ants. I get the feeling that PowerDirector is really geared toward dance videos, or geared toward you dancing in a camera, or geared toward music videos, because there are effects that lend themselves to that sort of thing. There are also lots of these little stickers that you get with just about all of the more social media centric video editors. You can do audio, obviously. You can do captioning. I didn't do captioning on this particular video, but that's available as well. And you can see it's a pretty simple layout. As far as the editor goes, you have different options in your editing, but it's not what I would consider to be as complex an editor as something like Premiere or even DaVinci. I tried, it does masking, so that's kind of nice. The tools are here: crop, pan, zoom, video speed. That's PowerDirector. I'm going to open up next is Filmora. You can see what it's like loading on my screen. I'm going to open up my test project again. Now, there's a good free evaluation program, so it also has lots of transition effects and things. Here you can see one that I was throwing together. I easily was able to do captioning, and this program, they're also out of China. They've been around since 2003. Actually, Wondershare's been around forever. God, they have so many programs out. But for a free program, you get a lot. You can earn points to download some of their assets. You can upload to a cloud, which is kind of nice. Then you can download that stuff to your Android device if you'd like to. Note, I'm not talking about iPhone, but they have everything available for iPhone as well. But I'm an Android user on a Mac platform for the OS, so don't ask me why. Well, let's just take a look at the interface. So you can see over here we have some information. You can see that I have loaded in some transitions and effects, and you can see what the playback is like. But I have to hit play. So I just threw in different things here. So So I'm just throwing in different effects. The playback, obviously, because I'm using 4K, is slow and clunky. It actually is a lot better once you render the film. All of your assets are up here. So you've got a media file, which is everything that you've loaded into the program. You've got stock media, which they have lots of things to choose from. Also, flags, music, city, forest. I'll click on one, like nature. You can see that they have lots of different things you could pull in. Audio, they've got music and a few genres you can choose from, which is kind of nice. Pop, corporate, identity, funk, and actually the music library is pretty good. You can drop these in at any point in your video. You've got lots of animated titles. You have lots of transitions, zoom, slide, popular, speed, blur, light, camera, all the typical things that you would find in a video editor that you can drop into your transitions. You have effects. And, I played a little bit with the effects. Those are body effects and these are video effects. So again, I guess because on social media, the whole body thing is a thing. You've got lots of different things that you can do. Neon lines around your body, strokes around your body. Okay. And then you've got filters. These are just adding different things that you can do to the picture itself. Things to do for portrait, to make your videos more interesting. Lots of scenery, and that you could green screen with. And there's a ton of stickers. There's little things that you can throw into your video. Thanks for watching. That's what I wanted right here. Again, there's this download thing that happens every time, which gets a little weird. And then there are templates. So you have to have the premium experience to get to a lot of the templates. So again, the program is affordable and you have to purchase the pro version to get to a lot of the more advanced elements. So that's Filmora, which I actually really liked, especially for a free program. Now, I'm going to show you Movavi. However, I'm going to warn you that it crashed my machine twice. Now, crashing a Mac is a significant thing. So you can see what it's like to load it. And I actually liked the program until I got to my export. You can see what I was trying to work on. I had this thing. This is one of the effects here, which was a little circle. Transitions, a little sticker there. The filters were actually pretty cool. This was one of the filters that they had. So actually, I actually liked the program, and it runs pretty well. There's music, lots of things to choose from. You can, well, there's the download thing, and some of these programs, lots of music. The problem was, I kind of wish that it was a little bit more seamless. Video's good, so the filters are good. There's lots of music. I almost skipped the text. I think I may have loaded something into the title. Did I do that in the front? Yeah. So that's, there's lots of titles you can throw in. There's these transitions, which the transitions, like, here's one. I did that transition, the frame split, and then this one right here. The zoom effect. So there's lots of transitions you can pick from, and it also has some lighting effects, and there are other elements which are kind of more like stickers and things like that. There's lots to choose from, and I'm using the free version, so I don't have access to a lot of the stuff. There are templates as well. they're what they call them effects packs, but they're basically to create continuity of style for your video. So you can choose that up front. And these are the templates. Oh, sorry, these are the color adjustments, but some of the things that you can do to the screen, pan and zoom. There's audio effects that you can apply. Not a lot. There are standard editing tools. I like how the editing tools are right here. So, you know, you can select something. You can, your cut is like this, and you can cut something completely. You can add markers. You can crop. So everything that you need to do really simple videos is right here. And it's a pretty clean interface. So I actually liked it. The other thing I wanted to look at was VN. So VN, it opens super quickly. It's not a really big program in terms of file size. I had a difficult time with this program because there are some things that are odd about it. For one, notice that the menu for tools is down here on the bottom of the screen. I actually never even noticed it because I'm so used to them being somewhere else. But you can do a lot of things with your video. So, oh, another thing I must note really quick, there's no scrubbing of this bar along the video editor. You have to actually grab a video and move yourself around the timeline, which is really strange. So you can split, I can duplicate. It does auto captioning, which is kind of neat. So I'm going to cancel that, but I just want to show you how easy that was. Down here, there's a restore audio. I'm not even sure what that does. There's effects. So I can add lots of, you can also do standard crop, rotate, mirror, flip. I mean, some of these things happen really quickly though. So if I scroll back to here, and this is another weird thing. I don't know what that does, why that does that. That's really annoying. But just wanted to show you that if I want to mirror this, or I want to flip it. So if you wanted to do really quick transitions like that, for effect's sake, you could do that. And there are also little tools up here that you can utilize. So there are lots of little elements. These are shapes and arrows and social media icons and all kinds of stuff, stars, etc. Text elements, I can throw in a title to my object here. So I just moved in a title element that easily. There are objects you can bring in. So if I wanted to have summer come in, I could have that. There is not really music here unless you go with the Pro version, but you do get for free little sound effects that you could add in at any point. So that's really the basic version of VN, and then you have monthly and yearly payments you can make if you would like the Pro version, which gives you more options. So next we're going to look at CapCut. CapCut is $10 a month or $90 a year. It's available on Android. Everything is pretty intuitive. There's lots of categories and transition effects. You can see what I did here. Fuck yeah. There are some pretty good tools. You can see how I did musician up there. So one of the things that I really liked about the captioning is that it takes elements from, this is one of the captions, takes elements that I'm speaking about, and it actually makes these little little words that it pops in. There are lots of different captioning options, and that in itself I thought was really cool. There's lots of audio that you can download. There's sound effects. There's music for days under all these different categories: travel music, pop music, beats, love. Everything that Oh yeah, I did some of this AI stuff, AI generated stuff. I was not a fan of it at all. All these things that are marked Pro are only accessible via the Pro version, but all these other things are free. Actually, you could build stuff right away with this program and never have to pay for anything if you didn't want to. But if you did want to download some of these things, you'd have to go Pro. Effects, I'll just keep playing this. Things that I was doing, just like this is an effect, this Polaroid screen, rotating things, throwing stickers in, swipes, I'm just being silly and throwing stuff together. I'm not trying to accomplish anything in particular. There's a lot of transitions, different kinds. So you have Pro, Overlay, Movement, Light Effects, Blur, Glitch, Basic, just a ton of stuff. So, again, all the captioning that you have available to you, the filters, there's a ton of filters, which you can see that I put a lot of them on. And there's templates and fitness, vlog, lyrics, friends, retro edit. I mean, you can basically just apply this to your video and then throw all your stuff in, and it'll give you a style that you want to use from. It runs decently. It's a little clunky, but I am on a slow processor. But everything's got a transformation window that happens over here on the side. You can apply templates to speech and templates to the layouts, templates to the styles, the movements, the fonts that you use. So you can apply things to your videos. You can apply things to the transitions. You can apply things to the effects. So there's just lots of stuff to choose from, and it was pretty intuitive and pretty simple to use. So that was CapCut. And DaVinci Resolve is kind of a competitor to Premiere, and this is really high-end video editing software, but it's free. It's beautiful. I mean, let's be honest. What you get for free in comparison to using Premiere Pro by Adobe, it's beautiful. It also has just a ton of effects. So these are all of your video transitions that you have to choose from. There's shapes, motion, wipes. I mean, there's just a ton of them. There's audio transitions of fades. There's titles, different titles you can throw in. Lots of audio effects. It's pulling in my VST effects from Logic. So all of these things are built in. A dehummer, a delay, a distortion, echo, flanger. I mean, it's incredible. There are these open effects, resolve effects, all kinds of blurs, a lens flare. Like, you can actually see them right on the screen, which is, I mean, the way that this program runs is really beautiful. There's a free sound library. I'm not going to download it right now, but it's extensive. If you have a little bit of experience, this is a great program, but you're not going to get all those little blingy things that you would get with something like CapCut or Filmora. You're going to get professional video editing software. So I'm going to open up Premiere Pro just to kind of give you a comparison to DaVinci Resolve. Now, Premiere Pro 2023 opens pretty slowly on my machine. 2018 was a lot faster, but this is the downside to having a slow processor on a Mac Pro. Excellent video, but things take a while. So here we are in Premiere. So, the thing about Premiere, it also is a professional piece of software. So you can see all of the things that are related just to this little video clip that I just clicked on in the timeline. You've got all of your effects controls for mosaic and opacity, but you're not going to get the similar library that you would get with CapCut or Filmora or PowerDirector. You've got tons of audio transitions and video effects. If you want to build a movie, a short film, you would do it in this program. The interface is it's clean, but it has a steep learning curve. And last but not least, so I'm going to open Camtasia. Camtasia is a little bit on its own level because it's really geared toward professionals in the corporate environment to do learning videos, training videos, things like that. It does have all the things that you need. So here I have two videos on top of each other. One that it instantly did a cutout of me without even using a green screen. There's lots of annotation ideas that you can use, lots of transition effects. There are visual effects that you can apply to your screen, which you can see that I've been using. There are little animations, scale down, scale up, etc. There are behaviors. Now, when you do annotations, it doesn't have title effects the same way. So what I did, like when I created my title, was I used an annotation, put in some text, and then applied a behavior to it. But then I also added in a title from another library. So there are these different things that you can do, but their asset library, one of the things is what is they sell an asset library. And the asset library, again, it's very corporate, and it is not really what I call blingy. It's just not the kind of bling that you would use on TikTok or Instagram. It's more geared toward making actual videos where you are using the presentation elements, like being able to superimpose your own face on top of the screen, or add ways of putting arrows in, or shapes, or ways of highlighting screen elements, sketch motion things, keystroke callouts. Like, so if you were to build an instructional video, like you wanted to show somebody how to use a program, it has all these great tools for doing that. So I've been using Camtasia for a long time because of its screen capturing ability. It's the best in the market for actually recording your screen and following your cursor. And there's lots of cursor effects that you can apply. So if you're clicking on something, you could make it glow green, or a cursor highlight like this, or cursor magnify. Camtasia is $180 a year, so it's not a cheap program, but you have other tools to do screen recordings with your own video superimposed. And then if you want to buy their asset library, there's a ton of assets that you can apply to your videos, but you're not going to get a lot of the like audio effects. It does have like pitch and noise removal and fade in, fade out, but you don't have like modern music or lots of special effects. The amount of effects is minimal. It does do captioning, and it does it well, and it does gesture effects. Well, the last thing I might want to talk about is Canva. Canva is mostly an online program that allows you to put together really simple graphics with titles and adding branding elements. And this is the version that has little video vignettes. And these are really for tiny little things. Mostly what I would say is this is the advertising program. If you want to advertise something really quickly and slickly, this is the one to use. It has, the videos are more like little vignette videos as opposed to, full feature videos where you can add shapes. There's lots of text that you can add. There's branding. If you pay for, these are all things actually you have to pay for. I've never paid for Canva. I've only used the free version. So, you can draw on the screen. I have a few projects like I can show you. Let me see. Like, this was something I threw together in like 5 minutes. So it's great for that. But as far as video, it does do video. So you can see that you get a person walking with some trees in the background. So as far as a video editor, it's really not a video editor. It's for taking really quick videos and adding them to your advertisements. And we're talking like really fast things. I wouldn't do, over a minute, probably even just 20 or 30 seconds. It really kind of comes down to CapCut. I just really like the interface. It's super simple to use. You can get a lot out of just the free version, and the pro version is actually not that expensive. But if I wanted to do a video that described how to use a piece of software or something that was instructional, something that integrated with PowerPoint, I would use Camtasia. It's just a great program. And then if I were to want to do a video where I was maybe taking some of my music and applying some video to it to make a music video, I would probably go for PowerDirector. It's really, for what you get for its price, it's a really cool little program, and it's got lots of additional elements that you can throw in that are geared toward making sizzle, zing, bling, whatever you want to call it, to your video very easily. If I were editing something that was a little bit more full-featured, I would, if you don't have Premiere, go with DaVinci. It's a really great program. It's just really well done. I would even compete with PowerDirector in terms of the finished product that I wanted to get out of the program, in terms of, full length, full featured something or other. And if I wanted to, what's the other reason I would use a video? Oh, yeah. I didn't review iMovie. If you just had something really fast that you wanted to throw together, that took your video with maybe some of your personal elements that you wanted to throw on a DVD or share with friends, iMovie would probably be your best bet. And we're not reviewing Final Cut Pro because I don't have it. I haven't used it in years. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you.